welcome you all to the second day of certification course on using digital tools for collaborative learning, conducted by Teacher.in in association with School of Education, Usmania University and EdChat India. My name is Varun and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Teacher.in. Let me introduce you to some of the rules that we want you to follow during the session. It is requested to every single one of you that please keep your mic on mute and your video off. Video off because it consumes less amount of data and you would be able to, stream properly. We would be, however, muting you during the session, but it is also requested that you keep yourself on mute so that we won't be, made to mute you. So whatever questions you have got, you can please post it in the chat box. If there's any issue, if you're not able to locate the chat box, what you can possibly do is that you can take a note of all the questions, and at the end of the session, you can post all your queries. We have a dedicated Q&A session to answer all your queries. So if in case if you face any sort of technical glitch as well, please stay calm. It is requested that you can log out and log in, and you can check back the session, or you can also follow the session on YouTube. In case if your screen is not visible, so you can directly go to YouTube Live, and the link will also be shared. It has already been shared yesterday. And at the end of the session, we will be sharing you a feedback form. I request everyone to fill the feedback form. That is the only way in which we can communicate with you after the session. In case if there's any updates with regards to assignments, with regards to today's presentation that will be shared, and the recordings of the sessions that were conducted yesterday and today. So all the information with regards to the course would be shared over the email. But it is requested that you please fill the feedback form at the end of the session. And it's most important that you follow these rules. If you do not follow these rules, we'd be left with no option but to remove you from the session. And it is again requested to all the participants to please do not interrupt during the session. We'll be having a dedicated Q&A part at the end of the session, and that can be extended, but the course time cannot. So please, keep your mic on mute and take a note of all the queries so that we can discuss it in the end. So to give you a brief background of what we do at Teacher, Teacher is a professional network for educators, for K-12 educators. At Teacher, you can connect with all the fellow educators. You can exchange ideas and resources. You can attend professional development sessions like these. We conduct several certification courses and courses that are aimed at upskilling. And you can build a brand on Teacher. You can leverage that particular brand to find jobs and opportunities of all kinds. We have a lot of work from home opportunities that are popping up right now. So you should definitely go out and check the platform in case you're looking out for jobs and opportunities. So coming to today's presenter, we have got Mrs. Kusum Turan, who has joined us. And we are really fortunate that she's sharing her time and valuable resources with us. So to give you a brief background of Kusum ma'am is currently working as PGT Computer Science at DPS 84 Gurugram. She has been nominated as Microsoft Innovative Educator, MIE Fellow, and Skype Master Trainer. As a part of the profile, she has organized trainings and supported schools in implementation of ICT tools. She is also part of the Adobe Creative community and Wakelet community and has successfully applied these tools in her teaching and learning process. She has received awards from Microsoft for best presentations on learning is fun and collaborative learning techniques using Sway, which was taught yesterday, and also for collaborative projects on plagiarism using gamified techniques and on a project that is think, redesign, reuse, linear versus circular economy. So she has also attended the education exchange program in Singapore in the year 2018, organized by Microsoft. And in apart from all the incredible work that she is doing, she is also involved in promotion of UN Sustainable Development Goals and has integrated them in teaching in the form of real-time projects. So thank you so much, Kusum ma'am, for joining us. Over to you.
A very good evening to all. Thank you so much, Varun, for inviting me here once again. Let me just put across my presentation first. Are you able to see my presentation?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
All right. So good evening once again all. Today's session is inspired by the circular received from CBSE on integration of art form with academic subjects. I hope all the teachers are aware of this and it has been made mandatory in this year to integrate any form of art in your academic subject. Art forms could be your art and craft, dance, music, drama. So we have to integrate these in teaching of our academic subjects, that is maths, English, science, and SST. Now, why at all is there a need to do this? Because any of the art form involve creativity. So we need to have creativity in education for long time memory, we can say. Uh, Learning with art and craft foster creative development of a child. It refines students' core skills and thus improves the academic performance of the child. Then it augments child's cognitive and critical thinking abilities. Cognition means conscious mental activities that includes reasoning, understanding, learning, and remembering. So that's the reason why we need to have creativity. Further, creativity also helps in improved bilateral coordination. It helps in improving the concentration level in child, helps in engaging and evolving their visual skills and evolve problem solving and decision making skills among them. So a simple example, if I give it to you here, evolve problems. So if you give them a topic and ask them to draw, then you are not involved there when they are painting. They just take their own decisions. They try to convey their own thoughts while painting. So this is how it is one of the way of evolving their problem solving or decision making skills. So that's why we need, creativity in education to have long time memory or long time learning. Now, inspired by all these thoughts and by CBSE circulars, so I've brought in today's session two tools. That is, I'll be taking you through a session of creating an art gallery using PowerPoint tools. And then later on, I'll be teaching you how to edit or make a video using Movie Maker. I'll be also briefing you in short about Filmora because it's a free tool, right? So let me take you through an art gallery first. Are you able to see my another presentation?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
All right. So, let's go through it first. So I have to click on these lobbies to visit each lobby of the art gallery. So this was a simply made art gallery effect using PowerPoint tools. I hope it was good to look at least. And so what I have done basically, very simply, I have taken some background pics here. I have placed the artifacts, that is the painting you can say, at appropriate places over the background pics. I have arranged the images in appropriate angle using rotation option, which I'll be showing it to you. Used arrow shapes to create direction to different lobbies. Create hyperlinks for each arrow. That's what I have done for a particular lobby. And then I have used word art tool and the rotation option again, or the text effects to give some effects to the text. Apart from that, I have used some animation effects in the objects. So let's see that how I have done. So I have to turn into an edit mode of this presentation. So I'll just escape this and come back. I'll explain you how I have done each slide. So yeah, so this is my first slide, right? It gives you an effect that you have entered the gallery. So basically what I have done here is I have used the background image here. I have to come to the edit mode, sorry. All right. So this is the, if you see, this is the image I have inserted. So you have to be very, very particular about choosing the image such that it gives you the effect that you are there inside a hall, or it gives you a lot of space in front so that whenever we run the presentation, we get that we are into the hall. Then over that, I have these various pictures being placed over it. See, I have placed various pictures, very simple. And this is also a picture. So it's just a matter of some of the images that I have taken up here and how I have placed them. So this is my entrance part. Then I come to the next slide, this one. This is the slide which takes me to different lobbies, or it is giving an effect that we have different lobbies in the library, in the gallery, and how to switch over
and
to
your screen is not visible.
My screen is not visible.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the screen is visible. You can probably, there's some internet issue. So if there's any issue, you can join via YouTube Live. The YouTube link was also shared. So
Is my
Hello.
screen visible, Varun?
Yes,
Lobby?
ma'am, it is. It is. It is. I'm just sharing you the YouTube screen link in the chat box. You can directly go there and you watch it. Thank you. Continue, ma'am. Thank you. Sorry for
All right. So in this particular slide, what I have done is I have taken shapes. These are shapes, all of them, very simple, but very, logically placed such that it gives you, okay, the lobby 1 is this side, lobby 2 is away little, and lobby 3 is here, and lobby 4 this side, and this is curator's office. And then I have given some directions here that what am I supposed to do with the arrows. So I'll just tell you how to do it now. I'll take a simple slide here and let's insert a picture. So in my keynote slide, you would have seen I have given you a link. So on Google Images, please look for such images for gallery effects and search them. So I'll just show it to you how to. I'm taking you straight away to the this one, art gallery images. Okay, let me take. All right, so this is one image I have taken as a background image. So I have created lobbies, different lobbies, that is lobby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, using such images. All right, it's a blank image though. So I have to place my artifacts. Artifacts could be the paintings or the artwork done by your students. So very simple, few paintings I have on fusion of art and technology. So I'm just placing them here. So you can remove the extra part in the images using crop option. This I don't need. So I have to place this image like here. So, but it should be little tilted, right? So you can either come here to this one, this option. This is picture tools. As you insert any picture, picture tools are available here. So you can come to this and choose this effect. So it is little tilted. There's another way of doing also, which I'll be just telling you. So like this. So it looks like little tilted. Now I have to put this image somewhere here. Let me make it a little smaller and here. So what am I supposed to do is little bit tilt is required here also. I go to right click on the image, format picture and come to 3D rotation. Can you see these three options here? Is it visible? So I tilt the image a bit. Can you see the tilt effect? So like that you can give the rotation to your picture and it is looking as if I have tilted a bit. One more is required. Yeah. So this is the way we can do it. So let me insert one more picture. I hope this is clear. So you can just, I'll just make the copy of that. And one more I can just put here. Maybe I'll take one more picture. Okay. So again, a tilt is required here. See, either you could have used here this effect, but this effect has a border. So if you want the border should be there, you can use this also. Otherwise, you can simply come to this one, rotate it. No, the other side. Yes, so like that. And you have to little bit move it up. Yeah. So a little more efficiency in this is required though. A little more is. Yeah. So like that we can place our pictures and tilt them according to our needs, or I can also use an option from here, whichever suits best to you. So now I have done this. I want to place some text, so you can just come to word art and just write okay. It's taking some time. Give me some time. It is taking, I think, a lot of pictures. Sometimes the PowerPoints give me some time. It's taking some time too, I see. All right. I need to open this again, I think. I think the auto recovery thing was on, so it was taking some time. Let me try once again. No, it's not allowing. One sec. All right. So I come back here. Yeah. Fine. So it was here, and I have this one. So now here, let's type some text. Art and Technology Fusion. So now this I want little tilted because it's a round effect. So you can come to drawing tools and text effects, come to transform and give the tilted effect to the text. It's taking a little time to accept the effects. PowerPoint. Are you able to see my screen, everybody? Everybody is able to see my screen? Yeah. Yes. So I can just place the text in little rotated form. So this is how I have created different lobbies. So I come to different lobbies now. So this is my one of the lobbies. So this is just, if you see, it's the image, the background image with the images placed on the top with the rotation. Right click, format picture, and 3D rotation. So you can tilt pages. So like that, I have created lobby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have also created curator's office effect here. All right, this is all about the image that you have selected. Then I've added few things, text box here, shapes here, and little bit of text here. So it's just choice of images and how you place your images and text. Now, second thing that I want to tell you here is how to create hyperlinks in lobbies. So I come to the same slide here now. Let's say I have to switch over from this slide to another slide. So I use one of the arrows. Any arrow that you feel is good for you, you can use it. So when I click on this arrow, it should come to my third slide. Can you see these? This is my third slide. And when I click on this, it should come out, that is exit slide. This one is 15th slide. So let's create hyperlink for that. Now right click on this and hyperlink. So third slide, place in this document, choose this option, place in this document, slide 3 and OK. Then hyperlink, and that was slide number, I believe, 15 or 14, let's say. This is exit slide, curator's office. Okay. Fine, let's show. So I come to curator's office, I come back, all right, then again come to lobby, next slide, and I come back. This is how I have created the hyperlink to different lobbies using these arrows, right? So you know how to place pictures, you know how to create hyperlinks using shapes. Now, how to put animations, like if you run this slide, you see a little bit of animation effect, lobby 1, lobby 2, lobby 3, lobby 4, lobby 5, and curator's office. So how do you do that? All right, so here I come back here and I come to animations, and here I have taken whichever you feel like you can take. I have taken pulse, so I apply this to both of them. Here also I take pulse. Now check the order. If you see here the order is coming. First this blinks, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what am I supposed to do is I come here and I say start with previous. So as soon as the slide appears, this will be done. And then this will be. By default, the order comes in the way you apply it, right? So let's show it and see. So why this did not blink? Because I did not change the order. I did not apply the automatic effect into that. I need to close the file. Just hold on. I need to close it and open it again. This usually happens when you see a lot of animation effects and use a lot of pictures. So at that time, this is a possibility that PowerPoint, depending on your system speed and everything. So I have to come here and animations and pulse. Are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now are you able to see? Now are you able to see?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So pulse here and here, but I say here start after previous. So when I was first running the slide, this did show the effect, but this did not show. So I have to just click that. Next slide. See, so now both the arrows are showing the effect. I hope it is clear now. So this is all what I have used in creating an art gallery using PowerPoint tool. Now, same thing I would like to show you using Google Slides. If you're not working on PowerPoint and you're working on Google Slides, then I'll just stop sharing once again. And the system is, because a lot of video effects takes a lot of memory. So can you see virtual topic museum? Are you able to see the virtual topic museum?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So this is if you are not feeling comfortable with PowerPoint, or you're feeling it a little difficult, or you're a non-IT person. So this template, this kind of or such templates are also available online. So this is a template by David Lee. So if you are using this template, you must acknowledge it that it is by him. Okay. So this template, if I present, and it is for Google Slides. They have prepared it for Google Slides. So I just present this. Yeah. So can you see? It's all the gimmick of images and the placements of shapes and hyperlinks. So I click on room 4. I come here. Museum lobby, room 1, museum lobby, curator's office, museum lobby. So this is the inbuilt already made template. You can use it with Google Slide, right? So I hope this portion is clear. Now I'm closing here from here, and I'll switch over to movie making. Anything? Okay, we'll have the queries at the end of this session. Let me close it because lot many windows are creating problem. Now I'm sharing and switching over to Movie Maker. That's video editing using Movie Maker. Now, Movie Maker is the app which used to come by default with Windows 7. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
All right. So it used to come by default with Windows 7, but now it doesn't come, but you can always download it free from net. Okay. And apart from this, there are other softwares available like Filmora, Screenomaz. So there are many such online editors which are free to use, and more or less the features are same. So let me take you to the features of Movie Maker. First of all, it's a video editing software. All right, you can either make the video out of images or other videos, and you can edit them, you can trim them, you can add captions, you can add credits here to your video. So let's see how we do it. I have already placed my content here, saving the time. So how do we do it? So suppose you have all the pictures and videos on your system. So click on this option, add videos and photos, and from wherever you wish to select, you can select the pictures. All right, cancel this. So once you do it, they are visible here as they're visible. Now suppose you want to edit a particular video to certain length. So this is a video. Suppose I want to edit it from, actually I don't want to edit it. Okay, let me say I want to start it from somewhere here. So I pause it here. All right. I pause it and I say right click on this and set start point. Right. So that portion has been removed now. Right. So we are basically preparing a video. So you need to have a topic and you need to have related content. So we are preparing a video, let's say on solidarity. So I've taken some related videos already I had, and I'm using them. So this is start. Similarly, if you want your video, let's say this video, I'm taking another video now. Now this is clipping. This is one clip. See, I can change and drag the order of the clip like this. I can place it here. And so by drag and drop method, right? Now I want to edit this video a bit, this one. So I come to this. Can you see the blue outline for the video shows that it is selected, and I want to trim from or split the video into two parts. So what do? I play the video. I want to split it from where? Let it play. So I pause here and I right click and split. So the video has been split into two parts now. Okay. You want to remove the other part or the first part? I can remove this by removing. Right click and remove. So most of the options are available on the right click of a particular clip or photo. Okay. So we know now start, end, split and remove. So trimming, we know now how to trim a particular video. So this was the trimming. We know how to add the contents. Now other thing is, now I want to add is like a text to this particular. A text should appear, some written text should appear when this video is playing. So I come to caption. Can you see this text is here? And I put a text here. WHO calls for solidarity. So I have put here. Now, if you want to put some effects to the text, if you see here on the top, there are video tools and there are text tools as well. So you come to text tools and we come here and give the effect. So normally, usually I take okay, I take this one. So anyone that you like, you can choose from here and you can play it. All right, but you see this cursor here and the text limit here. All right, so now if you see text, select this, you get text tools as well here, right? Now what is the duration of the text? I want that this text to appear throughout the video. So increase the duration of the text. 12, it doesn't work. Let's take it to 25. So it depends if the limit is there. So you can take it and you can also type the limit here. Let's say 40. 40. Okay. So this text will be now visible till this point of the video. So this is how you can place the text. You can place the animation effect to the text using text tools, and you can decide about the duration of the text using text tools. So text portion is clear now. Now I want, already these videos have sound, but I can always, if I want to add an additional music to my video, suppose you're using the pictures which do not have sound, then you can always add music. Come to home and add music. So add music from here. You can even record your voice if you wish. All right. So I just come to So I take this music audio file, that is MP3 file, and I have added to my this thing. So if you want the video which have sound, you want to mute that sound but want to play the music that you have added. So what you can do is you can select a particular video, come to video tools and come to video volume and just remove it, make it low. Okay, so now the video music is not playing. The music that you had added is playing. Now, what you see here is the music is till this point. Rest of them it is not. So what you do, you just select this again, copy and paste here once again. You select this and paste. So you get more. You can shift it till here and the music is there for the entire thing. So this is the way we can add music to our video. Now, if you want to increase the speed or duration, you can increase the speed of a particular clip by extending this speed to 1.25 or 1.5 or 1.7. So I have increased it to 1 point for this particular clip. I can do it for all of them. Okay. So now let's play and see how the video looks. So I'll show you the difference. It's going a bit slow. So let's increase the speed here. Let's say by 2x. It's going faster. Even more you want. So you can increase it to 4x and it's going even faster. Right? So this is the way we can add music or increase the speed of clip. Now, next thing that comes is the animation effects. Animation effects, if you know in PowerPoint also, animation and transition. All right. Transition means when we switch over. All right. So here animation is a transition and visual effects is your video. I mean the effect, the way the color effect. Okay. So I come to animation and these are your transitions. These are your how the video will come. So I just make the speed to 2x and now I come to animation and choose the animation that I want. I'll just show you for 2 or 3, not more. So as I play this, can you see this vertical, this triangle has been formed, which is indicating that transition has been applied. So I play this. If I am not liking the transition for this particular, then I can just go back again and remove it. Make it none. So I didn't like for this particular one. So I just remove it. So it is here. Now I play it from here. So this is the transition effect. Now, what was happening here? The video music is also playing. All right. And this background music is also playing. So in that case, if you have one music file, we cannot stop it. Okay. Then in that case, what are you supposed to do is you are supposed to trim the music file as well. So you say that split and shift it. So now this particular slide will not have music, or this particular clip will not have music. So these are the simple ways we can have effect to our video. So I'm done with the transition effect. Now I'm coming to video effects. So let's apply some video effects from here. They give little bit of moving effect to your content. So that's how it is. Now, so music is done, video is done, and transitions. Now, the final thing is credits. Always we must credit the resources from wherever we take it. So credits, come to this slide and this is the option here in home under caption, credits. So you just type the name, like I have taken most of the videos courtesy YouTube, Google, editing by Kusum. So some credits, if children have made it, we can give them credits. If you know, so always remember to give credits and just play. So the final thing that is there is save the movie. Now you have to select which option works best for you. If it's for the system and high definition display, I go for this normally and I wait here. But before you go on for saving a final
what is the
movie,
software you used here?
Movie Maker.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Movie Maker. Now, before you really go on for saving a movie, save your project. Because a lot of time it happens that you may have to make changes to the movie. So always remember to save a project. So there's a difference between project and saving a movie. Save project as, it is saved with WLMP. Okay, so I save it as, let's say, Solidarity. So this is my project. A project file is one which you can edit again. But if you have converted and saved it as movie, then you have to edit a video again. Then you can't edit on the clips, what you were already working on. So now finally I save for high definition display. This movie will be in format MP4 and I save it. So I wait. Okay, saying not enough space on my disk, so I save the movie as I take it another drive. Okay, now it's saving. It takes little time. Okay, by the time it is converting, let me switch over again to the presentation, and I want you to make a note of the link of another video editing software. So I'll just show it to you. I'm back to my presentation. Are you able to see?
Yes, madam.
Now, can you just take down this link? This is for another video editing software which is available free on net. And please take down the link. And I'll be just showing it to you that also. Have you taken down? So you have to look for whether you're downloading Filmora for the Mac system or Windows system, and you have to look for the version. You have to simply download. It comes in a zip form, extract it, and run the setup and install it. So I'll take you through that now. Let's see if video has been converted. It is taking time. It takes time. When you are using a lot of video content, multimedia content, it takes time. So by the time I'll take you to Filmora and give you the brief session on that also.
Hello,
Yes.
ma'am.
I'm
Can I
just
ask you a question about the Windows Media Movie Maker?
Windows Movie Maker.
Hanji.
Yeah, please ask.
Ma'am, supposing if I made a video on or edited a video on the Movie Maker and I
Mhm.
put it in my PPT, can that PPT be transformed into an MP4 later?
We can. Should I show you that?
Hanji, please, ma'am. It will be a
Yeah,
lot
I'll
of help.
show you. By the time the video is getting converted, I'll just show you that also. Uh, which version of PowerPoint you're using, it depends on that also.
Okay,
Suppose
ma'am.
it is, wait, wait. I'm coming to this normal PowerPoint of mine because the other one is have too many multimedia content, so it is hanging. That's why. Yeah. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, here, if you have, it again depends on the kind of version you have for PowerPoint. So you can come to File and Save
Yes, ma'am.
As, or you can,
Okay.
export, not Save As, export and create a video. This is one option.
Hanji.
All right.
No, ma'am.
Another,
My point was this movie maker video won't make trouble in making converting it into a video MP4, na?
no, it will not. You can always insert a video in a PowerPoint also, WMV format or MP4 format, any of the format you can insert the video in PowerPoint. Another way of converting, अगर आपके पास Mix है, Mix is
Hanji.
an add-on to PowerPoint, and here
Okay.
you have a lot of good features of PowerPoint, and you can have quizzes, but now they have scrapped it off, but it is still working. Like if you add on to your PowerPoint, it still works, but
Okay.
they're not further working on extending it. So I can have this screen recording and everything here and export to video. So whatever presentation that you have made using pictures or videos, so you can also export your PowerPoint as a video here. So two options, either come to the Mix tab. This is to tell you that in normal PowerPoint, you don't have Mix tab.
Ma'am,
You
I don't
have
have
to
that.
add on. You have to
Okay.
look for it and add on to your PowerPoint. So you
Okay.
have to look into the Google Mix add-on for PowerPoint, and then you have to install it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Welcome. So again, I'm changing my screen to the Wondershare. All right. So this is the Wondershare screen. It doesn't do like this. Probably the space issue is creating. I'll just close few PowerPoints of mine. Yeah. So can you see Wondershare screen now? Filmora Wondershare?
No, no.
No, ma'am.
No, we cannot
All
see.
right, all right, all right. One sec. Can you see now?
No, we cannot see.
Probably it's taking some time to load because I have shared the Filmora screen only. Which screen are you able to see now at your end?
Blank.
Okay, then that means it's taking time then.
Yes, ma'am, it is empty. Yeah.
Has it come now?
Not yet.
Oh, no, not it.
Okay, I'll try again.
Just a black screen.
There's a blank screen. Okay. It's not allowing me, I think, to do that.
Ma'am,
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt you. I
Yeah.
have yet another question about PowerPoint.
Yeah, tell me.
You
Please tell me.
showed us how an image can be animated.
Yes.
My question is, can a
Yes.
part of the image be animated? For example, if I'm downloading an image of a hand, can I use animation just to move maybe like the pointer finger or the thumb?
It is possible. Then you have to work on little detailed level. Like you have to split the pictures into parts, and then because what do you say? PowerPoint is not an animation software. It is a presentation software. So you have to really take it either to Flash to have that kind of animation, or you have to break this and like see bits and pieces you can work on. So if you are just so you have to break your one image into parts, and then club the picture together, and then you apply the animation to that particular part. So by something you have to do this way. Little bit of tricks you have to use here for animating in part. Otherwise, the best software for applying animation would be Flash. Nowadays, it is the latest version is coming of Adobe Flash. That's an online version. I'm trying to share my screen for Filmora. It is not allowing me to share. Are you able to see now?
No, ma'am, nothing.
No,
It's
madam.
blank.
No,
Blank,
it's not
blank.
loading. Okay, then let me try closing few files and windows, and then probably it will work.
Ma'am, all of this, it's not on the cloud, right? I mean, for whereas
No,
presentation
it's
as well
not
as
on
this, it
cloud.
has to
This
be
is the
downloaded. Yeah.
downloaded software.
So, ma'am,
This is
with
the
people like
downloaded
us,
software.
with people like me, like I said yesterday as well, when we use an iPad and we have short memories and it's not really a laptop, and it's an Apple, then it becomes very hard, right? I mean, we can't use. I don't have even a mouse, so I can't even use many of these features, isn't it?
Yes, yes, you're right.
Then I'm sorry, I won't even be able to submit this assignment then. I mean, whatever you may give today.
Like in it's not compulsory film. You have which system? Aparna, is it?
I have, yes, Aparna. Yes, ma'am. I have an iPad. I have an iPad only.
Hmm. But
And
you
even
try.
yesterday,
See,
ma'am, OneNote, I was trying to put the OneNote, but it's on the browser, it's on the cloud, so I'm not even able to paste an image, simple picture. I was able to embed a YouTube video, but I'm not able to. I sent you an email as well. So then I realized, it's. I think, whoever develops it, if Microsoft develops it, it works best on their platform. If Google, then on them, it's meant to be like that way, because it's very hard and not able to,
you don't have
use it.
laptop, normal window
No, I
based.
don't have it. No, no. And
But
any which way, I
OneNote.
have a very old Mac, but that won't help either because it's the same thing,
See,
right?
if you're working on online OneNote, it should not make a difference to you. If you have online OneNote.
I'm not able to. I'm not. Simple thing, ma'am. Just unable to place a picture. I can search for it. I can locate it. I'm saying insert. It's not getting inserted.
Could be a
You can
copyright issue.
insert. You can insert. In OneNote, you can insert, Aparna.
Yeah, you
Using
can
iPad,
insert picture.
using Apple.
Yeah, you can. Because I
No, you
have done it.
can is
I
different
use.
because I'm trying to do it and I'm not able. It's not
It is
inserting.
possible. Very much
Anyway,
possible.
ma'am, I've emailed. I've shared that OneNote with you on your Outlook email. If
Can
you
I
could
add
look at it
something?
and try and help me, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes.
There are apps also. You can download OneNote and PowerPoint. There are apps also.
Ma'am,
So
how
you can
many apps will we download? The
see you
screen
if
is
you
full,
have
three
to learn
screens.
All
something.
right. Can
You
we
have to
discuss
do
it
that.
later?
Yeah.
Let's wind up with this session. We'll discuss
Yes.
it later. In last 15 minutes, another 5 minutes, we're going to discuss that. So at least I'm not able to load my Filmora because it's a heavy software. So probably on Teams, it's not taking. So I come back to my video making then, and I come back to my movie maker and resume there. So once again, sharing. Are you able to see my screen? Play video.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Were you able to see my movie maker screen? When
No,
I was
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Earlier.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
earlier.
Yes, it was visible
Yes.
earlier.
It
No,
was
it's
visible.
showing that you have not shared it.
At present, it is not visible, ma'am. Initially, when you were explaining, that time we were able to see it.
You were able to see. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to close Filmora because it is creating problem for me.
Ma'am, may I ask a question, please?
One sec. Just let me finish with this movie maker. Then we'll switch over to question answer round only.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah. You're able to see my presentation, right? Now, but not the screen.
Yes.
Yes,
And
we can see your PPT, ma'am. Yes.
Now, can you see the video screen?
Yes.
No.
It's not allowing me to share the, what do you say, Windows.
I'm muting everyone, ma'am. Give me a second, and then you can continue. Great. Ma'am, please unmute yourself. Your screen is not visible, ma'am. Yes, the screen is now visible. Please unmute yourself, ma'am.
But which screen is visible, Varun? Because it is not allowing me to load the screen for video. Let me load my movie maker once again. All right. Just hold on. It's taking some time. Can we have query round by the time? So video is playing.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Madam, good evening. I just need to say that while demonstration of this tool in the workshop, it's stopping in the midway. Suppose while demonstration of this in the mid class, if it stops, so what is the solution to that?
Can you put it across once again, please?
I mean to say that right now during the workshop, if this in the sophisticated system also the software being too big and it's hanging in the midway, right? So what if during the Microsoft Team platform the class is going on and this collaborative platform this tool is used and it hangs in the midway, then how can we handle that situation that time?
How can you handle that situation? Probably you should have another video. Like I'm thinking of inserting that video now in my PowerPoint and playing it from there. So that's what I'm thinking. And I can also play in, suppose you were working on Windows Movie Maker. So I am launching Windows Movie Maker once again and show you how to play that video once again. Okay, so I'm doing that. But yes, these things, the multimedia things take time.
Yeah, and since nowadays the CBSE has reduced that working, class time also. So within that stipulated time, we will have to once in a week also whatever we will have to do it within that stipulated time, right? So that's why
See,
I'm concerned.
Here I'm showing you the final product. As far as I was teaching, there was no problem with the thing. So it's a problem which came when I was trying to show you another software, Filmora, because it's an online software. So now I'll just share my screen once again with you. Wait, hold on. And play from the software itself.
And ma'am, actually the point is that internet connection varies across the country, and from
Yes.
here to there, and also so
Yes.
that is why if this stops in the midway, many schools are in the remote areas. I mean, in the
Yes.
project areas also. So there also this internet is a big concern. That's how we did this.
So what I suggest you here is don't take like I have taken 4-5 videos. Do not take 4-5 videos. Just take 1 or 2 video and try to show editing in that and try to convert that. Because I have taken 3-4 videos, so that takes a lot of space and a lot of time also for conversion.
I think your screen is visible now, right?
Yeah, now my screen is visible. So now I play it.
Thank you.
It was a problem with playing off a video. So I play it here only in the full screen. So if you're not able to play the finished product, what you do is you can come here and play it like this. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, it's visible. Yes,
yes, we can see.
Filmora is little heavy software. So this is how the video has been. Now I can just put it forward. Again, the music here. And you can show full screen from. So what you do is, I suggest don't take too many videos and take 1 or 2 videos and start showing. Right? So this is the final product from Movie Maker. I hope this one is clear. Once again, last time I will try for Filmora, and if it works, fine. Otherwise, we'll switch over to question answer round. So I'm closing my Movie Maker right now. You can start your question answer round by the time I'm working at the background for Filmora. Why don't we can start with question answer round?
Okay. Teachers, if you have any questions, please post it in the chat box. In case if you are not able to post it in the chat box, you can raise your hand, just like Mr. Munib Ahmed has done it right now.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Munib, please go ahead and ask a question.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Madam, my question for you is, when we are using this editing of videos and all, already we are having the PPT, then we can do with the export. And if we are taking any online video from internet, and if we are editing it, will it work properly or will it stuck again?
No,
Just now you have taken, it will work?
I have never faced problem working with videos because you're editing the videos and then you're converting. Only thing is your system should have sufficient space. And so because today I worked with a lot of pictures and a lot of videos, so the space requirement is more. Even RAM requirement is more for that. So because all multimedia software were there on the platform, so it took me little time. Even in PowerPoint, it was taking time. So that is the reason. So probably you work one at a time and it will work for you. I have never faced any problem. I have converted many videos in this 1 month only. Let's say 20 videos I have made. So I have never faced any such problem.
Okay, once we are done with the video, ma'am, generally in our school, we are going with online classes using Zoom link. Will it play in Zoom, ma'am?
Very much. Zoom with it is much more easier by just sharing a screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just share the screen, and because I'm also using Zoom, share the screen and play. Open your video window, and it will play very well.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Any other query?
Teachers, please raise your hand in case if you're not able to see. Otherwise, you can just post it in the chat. So there is a question from.
I'm not able to raise my hand. Yeah.
Yes, give me a second, ma'am.
Please.
Yes. There is Miss Habiba Mosina. She's asking, can the Adobe Flash be used for animation, be merged with PowerPoint? I think this is covered already.
Adobe Flash is a software for creating an animation. So what you do is you export your animation as a video file or MP4 format. Normally you publish there as SWF file, but you have to convert your SWF into MP4 and then you can insert in PowerPoint.
Okay, great. Aparna ma'am, please go ahead.
Thank you, Varun sir.
Varun, is my Filmora screen available?
Ma'am, it isn't.
It isn't.
I mean, it is showing a black screen.
It's showing a black screen?
Yes.
With no options like file, edit, tools, view, export?
No.
Only your cursor is moving, ma'am. That's it.
That means it's loading. Problem is with the loading because it's a heavy software. All right.
I see.
So,
Yeah.
fine. Raise up your query.
Yes, ma'am. So yeah, like today's I don't know what kind of homework you would like, what kind of assignment you want us to do. Considering it's so heavy, I think the gentleman who spoke first said very well. I don't know we'll be able to even operate it. OneNote itself is not downloading, ma'am. You think I'll be able to download Filmora and do that and put it up? That's a big concern. I mean, I want to try it out, but I'm not sure whether assignment wise we'll be able to do that. It's more a thought
Aparna,
than
what
a
you do
question.
is you use PowerPoint instead of Filmora. I'm not saying that you have to prepare in Filmora. I said that Movie Maker is also there.
But any of these have will take a lot of space, no, ma'am?
No, it won't. Movie Maker won't take much space because I have many softwares on my this thing. I have Movie Maker, I have Filmora, I have few more other Sony softwares. So probably, but if you download Filmora, usually it should not create a problem for an independent person.
So,
and in case you want to convert, Filmora is an online editor also. You need not to download it. You can use it online. There are so many software which are available online for video editing if you Google search. And I also give you a link, cit.nic.in. You can find the working of Filmora there also. Can you see my assignment screen?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
So probably you have to create an art gallery for your subject and prepare a video on how environment has made its place during this pandemic. I think that is a good realization and introspect for all of us, that and that's why I have taken this topic. So try to make it in any of the online editing software. The feature remains more or less same. We are not saying that make it in Movie Maker or Filmora. Make it in any online, download your MP4 and share it with teacher platform. I'm not saying make a very big video, make for 4-5 clips. But the transition effect remains the same, video effects remains the same, text and credits and caption remains the same. It was the same in Filmora as well.
All right.
Yes. Any other query? The query?
There's a question from Mrs. Ranjana.
Yeah,
she's asking
no.
if you can.
I didn't finish my question, please. I was talking and I was muted. I said, ma'am, as the head of technology in a school, technology, what is the kind of system that you use or is needed for you to be using these kind of softwares? Do you use an external RAM and external memory card? If you could just give us some tips.
It's a latest, like we have i9 processor, Intel, and basically you have to look for more RAM. That's it. i9 processors, i7 or i9 processors.
And
Intel.
what laptop do you use, if you don't mind me asking, ma'am?
Yeah, that could be Dell, Lenovo, HP, anything will work.
Anything. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other query?
Hello, could I ask one question, please?
Yes.
My question is, how long? Well, I have two questions. How long does the video maybe last for the assignment, or there is no limit time?
Make it not more than 2 to 3 minutes, because we don't want heavy videos to come. Not more than 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. And the second question is, how can I add a video on PowerPoint? Please?
How can you add a video on PowerPoint? Let's see that. This is my PowerPoint presentation. I insert New slide. So I am inserting my solidarity video that I had shown it to you, or maybe any other small video I'll try to insert. Video on my PC. So you have to look for the video where your videos are aligned. Let me see from. So just look for any video and insert. And normally in PowerPoint, we can insert nowadays MP4 video and even WMB. So this is the video, so show it and play it.
Yes. And probably we can add to the video maker on PowerPoint too, right?
Yeah, we can. So you can make a video in Movie Maker and you can add that video in PowerPoint.
Great. Oh, great. I saw some minutes ago the one participant asked about maybe a similar question, and you said about an option called mix.
Yes.
And what is that option about mix?
Mix is, can you see my screen here, cursor?
Yes.
This is mix.
Yes.
Normally in PowerPoint, normal PowerPoint, it doesn't come. So what you have to do is you have to go to Google and look for add-on for mix PowerPoint, add-on mix for PowerPoint. All right, and download that, or you have to run that setup. So once you do that, this tab starts coming in your PowerPoint. Okay.
What is that for?
This is for most of the video effects. Like if I say slide recording means you are making, let's say, a lesson for your students. So if I say slide recording and I can speak about this, it takes little time because slide recording will be, you will be able to speak something about your slide, and that recording, it uses your web camera to record your video or your audio. Can you see the option in front?
Yes, I can see it.
So this will be using your webcam. Now this was my slide, and if you want to speak something about this slide, so you can start recording. So record. Camera you must take as webcam. Okay, so it's recording now. This is the video about being solidarity in fight against Corona. So something you want to record and just stop it now. And close. So once you do that, no, it did not. It did not do it, complete the process. I'll do it once again. Record. It is taking bit time. So this is the, I hope the process is clear. So you have to record it, stop it, and close it. So I close it from here. So there will be a icon of speaking appearing here. All right. So when you play your slide, your recorded voice will play along with your slide.
Oh, I see.
Ah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Any other doubt? Any other doubt?
I'm not really. Aparna here again. I've just shared my OnePad with you, OneNote with you. Sorry, ma'am. When you get a chance, if you could please look at it. Thank you.
Okay, fine. You have made it on online, OneNote?
Ma'am, online, ma'am. Yes, because on the browser.
Janice, Janice has raised up the hand. Yes, Janice?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I wanted to ask you in Filmora, can we
Yes.
upload pictures too? Just
We can.
photos?
We can.
With
Video
the-
can be
with
made
the
out
video
of pictures and photos. Video can be made out of pictures as well as videos. You can upload. Just like we did it in Movie Maker, same way we can do it in Filmora. Let me tell you, online video editors are also available. You don't have to stick it to them. It's basically creating a creative content for children or allowing them to create creative content for, or to work on. So just sticking on to doing a homework, instead you can give a video making or you can give a presentation making. Presentation making has become very common these days. So switch over to some other animated things. There are lot many tools which are available on internet.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. I am stuck with showing you Filmora. I hope it is loading. Does it load, Varun? Is it loading?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Filmora screen is visible now?
No. Only the black screen is visible.
Okay, actually it has a black background, but you people are not able to see. I don't know
There's
why.
no text. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine, that's fine then. Let's continue with the query. Any other query?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Two things. Since you're talking about use of Filmora, most of the teachers would have to have a laptop that have a graphic interface to it, and the things that you're talking about, i9 along with the one TB hard disk. In fact, they might also start needing SSD very soon. It goes up like 80,000 bucks. Do you think it's practically feasible all across India to have that kind of a situation? Like, can't we have a simpler versions?
I never said that download Filmora or look for a system. I already, with so many in this scenario, everybody is using internet. I said use Filmora online.
But Microsoft has a tendency of being heavy in itself. When the classes are running, they tend to get stuck. I am just, it's not a counter attack. I'm just asking if there are like lighter version things available. Like there's one thing, I'm very layman to this, but there's one PowerPoint presentation that's called Prezi, online presentations. Do you have, so if you can guide us through that kind of on some other day of communication, maybe Prezi, if you might.
Prezi is also online software, but let me tell you, Prezi sharing is not all that effective.
Okay.
Prezi is shared through a link, but how will you maintain that? So I have worked on Prezi, but these, forget about, why don't you stick to Windows Movie Maker? Windows Movie Maker is a very light software.
Great.
I actually took Windows Movie Maker, not Filmora. Filmora, I just wanted to make aware if somebody wants to go even beyond creating videos because it has some good effects.
Yes, ma'am. They're generally used by 2D animators across the world.
Yes. So if somebody is IT here, it will be really helpful for them, and I'm sure it will not create any problem while downloading, because I also downloaded just today. Okay. Use Movie Maker otherwise. Why don't you download Movie Maker for Windows 10 instead of Filmora if you're feeling that it's a heavy software?
Fine, ma'am. And would you be able to get this through Prezi? I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
You want to learn Prezi?
You have a very valid question.
Yes,
you have a very valid question about spending so much money on these kind of processes, and for ordinary teachers, ma'am, I think I get her question. I'm very much in sync with that.
Aparna,
How do we even equip ourselves?
Aparna, we never said to buy a system. We said that use online software, Movie Maker. Already we are using systems. There is no proposal here for buying a system. There is a proposal for using what already have. Either you have Movie Maker, use Movie Maker. You have any other video editing software, use PowerPoint for making MP4s. There is not at all a need to buy a new system. There is no recommendation here for buying a new system. It's a recommendation for using the
No,
tools
we're
you
not
have.
saying, ma'am, we're not arguing that you're recommending. I'm just thinking aloud, considering we have poor internet and generally for teachers, unless we have better equipped, we won't be able to run these beautiful, wonderful things that are available and you're presenting to us. That's all we're saying, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have tried out in my class, and I have as normal internet as yours. I think I have not failed. And moreover, you can ask children to make it and don't stick to these softwares, but you ask them to use, like if you have Mac system, in Mac system we have iMovie. In your iPad, you must be having iMovie. Why don't you use iMovie?
Yeah, that's a very wonderful option. Yes, it is.
So why use iMovie, and more or less the options are same. So that is my suggestion to you.
That's great, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, I think you.
So instead of using
I got your point. Yeah.
Filmora, I am not suggesting that. I am just telling you the way to edit, and the option remains same in all the softwares. So use iMovie on the topic of assignment and share it with us.
Yeah, my question, second part was actually like was exploring your PowerPoint presentation. Is there something that can counterattack it, make my children interested in that? And that's why I was pressing on Prezi actually. Is there something that we can go not use Microsoft PowerPoint at all, but find something else that's more creative, that's more beautiful?
Prezi is certainly an alternative. Prezi is certainly an alternative.
Yeah, it'd be great if you can have a session on that.
See, this PowerPoint, I have not asked you to use normally. I have used normal features to create a different product. I have used art gallery effect.
Yes, yes.
If I would have taught hyperlinks just like that and said, okay, create hyperlinks, wouldn't have been interesting. So here I have tried to create the hyperlink concept with some interest in the teaching, some creative thing in the teaching. So that is what is the whole idea.
Got the point.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, Sway can also be an option to PowerPoint, like an alternate to PowerPoint, right?
Yes, yesterday we did that, and we can import PowerPoint to Sway.
Exactly,
yes, ma'am. PowerPoint to Sway, and we can use it.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you show the icon of Movie Maker and Filmora? Because when we go to Play Store and type that, many apps will be displayed, right? So which one is authentic one?
Movie Maker, you get a strip, like a movie strip. I'll just show it to you. I'll just show it to you. Movie Maker is a movie strip you get. It's opening for me. Just hold on. Any other query by that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Can we mix this gallery, Google Gallery, Google Slides and PowerPoint slides?
We can. I showed you now how to make a Google slide. There is a template by Lee, person Lee from EdTech, and but do acknowledge his name because it is his template. But you can always use it for free.
Can I ask something?
Yes, please.
Good evening. I'm Nazeen from Pakistan. I wanted to ask you that once we are done with the art gallery work in PowerPoint, so do we have to share it a slideshow, or it's we have to save it as MP4 and then we have to share it?
The art gallery thing, you can save it as PowerPoint. Save it as PowerPoint and share it.
Okay, one more thing I wanted to ask. Is it possible, can I save it as MP4, then the links will work in MP4 or not?
No, it will not work. It will just run as a normal PowerPoint, one after the other. That's really work.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
One slide after the other. So better you either what I have created a video is a little bit tricky. I have done it as a recording, but you save it as PowerPoint only, and like because since we have taught, we know that how to click and see the things. Basically, we want to see the concept of hyperlinks there and the placements of pictures.
Yeah.
So you can save it as PowerPoint.
And if later I want to make a kind of quiz on PowerPoint using the hyperlinks buttons for correct answer and wrong answer, connecting them with the slides. So if I'm going to share that quiz with my students, do I have to send it in the form of the PPT slideshow version if I want my students to do that quiz?
Yes, you have to do a slideshow version only. It has to, because they have to run it and play it. Actually, you have to tell them that they have to slideshow it. And also you can convert it into PPT. There is a way of, exporting a PPT in movie form, but in movie form, the links will not play as.
Yes, the links will not work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. PPS form is, try it in PPS form. There is a PPS form also.
Yes, yes.
Automated show. So in that also it works. So can you see my screen with the icon of Windows Movie Maker, this one? Can you see? Can you see my screen, Windows Movie Maker?
Yes,
Yes, we can.
In mobile phone.
Okay, now Filmora. So this is the screen for Filmora.
Yes, ma'am. I have downloaded Filmora.
Okay, so this is Filmora. Very much same. If I take you to this screen, I'll just show you the options, file icons and everything, because that was in my mind. So wait. So here it is. Yeah, somehow. And if you see this one, this is your menu option here, and you have the option of importing your files, pictures and videos. And this portion is your editor, where you can add, this is a timeline, we say, we add our content, we drag it, simply drag and drop will work here. I wish I could have shown it to you. And then here this portion has text and everything. So it's almost similar to Windows Movie Maker, and it's free to download. Yeah, any other query, please?
Yes, ma'am. One question I had. When we record our audio, there is a lot of background noise or distortion is there. So how do we deal with that?
When we record, background noise and distortion is there.
When I record my voice, ma'am, like if I want a audio overlay, so there is a lot of background sound coming. So how do I deal with that?
Of course, you have to maintain little, closed room in that case. And you have to avoid that actually. I have to look for if there is an option of removing any background, but it normally comes as a recording to you. So if it is coming as a recording, then it can't be avoided or changed. So you have to physically work on it, avoiding your background.
Okay.
And have to have,
because I have tried a few those softwares like Lexi Audio Editor and all those things, but somehow it's not getting that 100%.
Simple logic is when you're recording. It comes as a part of your recording. So if you're editing a record, you can trim it from front or from back, but you cannot remove the voice from it. Right. That's the thing.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd like to add here. So there is a software called Audacity, Audacity. So Audacity can actually remove partially the noise that is there in the recording. So we usually use that while removing the noise in our videos, while whatever sessions that we do. So try installing Audacity, and then I think your problem will get sorted.
Okay,
I have tried, sir. Audacity also I've tried. I've tried Power Wave, but that 100% thing never comes. So what ma'am is saying is correct. So like
Yeah.
we need to, manually take
Physically,
care of
actually, whenever you see online classroom, there is an instruction that you should have closed room with no noise at the background. Like just now I've switched on fan. So you must be hearing that noise.
Yes.